This is the Turfway Park Report for Thursday, March 16th, 2017. 9 races on tap for you here from Florence, Kentucky. The poly track is fast. Tonight's first race is a claimant event for the fillies and mares, which have never won 3 lifetime. They'll go 6.5 furlongs. In the morning line favorite, number 2, Hang On Annie, with Alvin Jimenez. They are racing. Roman Canvas broke well, as did Given the Glory. Through from between horses, Fancy Is My Name, and Chocolate Cherries, these 4 to line, as they leave the chute behind them, 2 lengths in front of the favorite, Hang On Annie, who's away in 5th. Gallant Lady flanks her up to the outside 6th. Venetian is 7th, and next comes Chocolate Cherries. They continue the run up the backstretch. They're 4.5 furlongs from home. It's Given the Glory, and the AFM Silk shows the way through a first quarter in 23-1. There's room at the fence to come on through for Chocolate Cherries. Also taking advantage of that is Fancy Is My Name. On the 4 wide side, Roman Canvas. These 4 continue in a line as Gallant Lady looks to pounce to the outside. Venetian is underway from the back of the pack, and Hang On Annie is on hold at this point, but she's only about 3 lengths off the lead as they continue the run around the far turn just outside the quarter-mile pole. And well off the rail, it is Gallant Lady who assumes command. Flanking her comes Venetian. Down along the inside, it's Fancy My Name. And now here comes Hang On Annie. Looks to split the top there as they straighten away for the stretch drive. And Gallant Lady drifting well out the rail. Here's Hang On Annie on the attack. Venetian down the center of the track. These 3 by the 8th pole. On the outside, Venetian's found the front. Hang On Annie's trying to battle back to the inside. She pokes her nose in front by the 16th pole. It's Hang On Annie. The favorites found the front. Venetian trying to run her down, but Hang On Annie on the turnback wins by 3 parts of a length. Venetian was 2nd, Gallant Lady 3rd, tight for 4th in 1:19-2. And it was the favorite, number 2, Hang On Annie, grinding out her 3rd lifetime victory here. She's owned by Brian Michael and Alan Tenenbaum. Brian Michael, the winning trainer, and Alvin Jimenez with that heads-up winning ride. Number 2, Hang On Annie, as the favorite, returns $4.40, $3 to $20. Second, number 6, Venetian. Third, number 5, Gallant Lady. And 4th was the 4, Fancy Is My Name. The winning exacta was worth $13.60. The trifecta, $26.10. And the superfecta, $58.90. Running time for the 6.5 furlongs, 1:19-2. Tonight's second race is a maiden claimant event for the 3-year-olds. 30,000 down to 20,000 the claiming tag. They'll go 6 panels. Morning line favorite, number 6 from the Barnard Wesley Ward, Hurricane Force, with Alvin Jimenez. And quickly, they're off. Hurricane Force blast out of the starting gate. Quick into stride as well. There goes Max Factor up to contest the pace. And through from between horses, Promise of Peace will be a pace presence while taking on the boys in 3rd. Blame Bernie through from the inside is 4th to the outside. Yes, sir. Stacks up 4 wide 5th, about 4.5 off the pace, and a separation of about 6 lengths back to Plumes, who's 1 in front of Arch Madness in the slow starting Sea of Echoes, is at the back of the pack. Up the backside they go. They pass the half-mile pole, and they head into the far turn. The first quarter was 22 and 4/5 seconds. It's Blame Bernie and Max Factor. These 2 match strides, a length and a half in front of the favorite, Hurricane Force, who is 3rd. Promise of Peace, the filly, ranges up to the outside in 4th, 3 lengths further back to Yessa, who is 5th, as they wind their way around the turn, approaching the quarter-mile pole. The top 4 separated by about a length, and it's Max Factor who shows the way by a neck. Blame Bernie attacking to the inside. Hurricane Force, the favorite, switches to the 3 wide side as they straighten away for the stretch drive, and Max Factor shaking up top. Blame Bernie still grinding away to the inside, and now Hurricane Force has hit his best stride, and he just blows right on by at the 16th pole. Hurricane Force transitions from dirt to the poly in convincing fashion. Throttled down, pulled up, in fact, on the wire to win by about 5. Max Factor was 2nd, Blame Bernie 3rd, and appeared Plumes may have finished 4th. Number 6, Hurricane Force, kicked it into top gear, turned it for home, and drew away to win here to break maiden on Polytrack debut for owner George Bolton and Peter Lydell. The winning trainer Wesley Ward, and Alvin Jimenez gets the early daily double. Number 6, Hurricane Force, 280, 240, and 210. Finishing second was number 2, Max Factor. Third, the 1, Blame Bernie. And 4th goes 4, Plumes. The exacta, $14.80. The try, $40.70. The super, $138.20. The daily double was worth $8.60. Running time for race 2, 1 minute 12 and 1/5 second. Tonight's third race is a claimant event for the fillies and mares, which have never won 3. The claiming tag 15,000 down to 10. They'll go 5.5 furlongs. Morning line favorite, number 2, Celtic Gold, for trainer Marshall Gotze. They are off. Hippolyte broke sharp, quick into stride as well. There goes Celtic Gold. Through from between horses comes Curious Ruth. These three are a length and a half in front of Native Indy, who rides the rail in fourth as they continue to run up the backstretch. Well bunched field. They're about 6 lengths from top to bottom. And as they pass the half-mile pole, it's Celtic Gold shows the way by 3/4 of a length. Curious Ruth tracking in the pocket spot. On the 3 wide side is Hippolyte. Down on the inside is Native Indy. Between those two, as they continue to run around the far turn, is Lucky Me, Lucky You, then a separation of 3 back to Bundle of Faith, and Which Way to the Argo is last. The first quarter almost in 23 seconds. They continue to run around the turn. They're just outside the quarter pole now, and it's Celtic Gold to the inside. Curious Ruth to the outside. Here's Hippolyte. Stacks up 3 deep. Native Indy cuts the corner as they straighten away for the stretch drive, and Curious Ruth on the attack to the outside as Celtic Gold, who's finding more. Hippolyte comes to the 3 wide side. These three together by the 8th pole. Down the center of the track. Late on the scene. Lucky Me, Lucky You. They're inside the final 16th. Curious Ruth trying to hold. Hippolyte lunging up to the outside, down to the wire. Curious Ruth will give Jimenez the first 3 wins on the card. Number 5, Curious Ruth. A game as a... Let me do that. Sorry. 3, 2, 1. Number 5, Curious Ruth grinds out a workmanlike victory here as she rallies from between horses to win for owner Robert Reeves, trained Mark Thomas, and Albin Jimenez 3 straight wins on the card. Curious Ruth, $9, $420, $260. Second, number 6, Hippolyte. Third, the 2, Celtic Gold. Fourth goes 3, Lucky Me, Lucky You. Exacta, $31.80. The try, $62.80. The super, $614 even. The pick 3, $24.50. And the double, $14.40. Tonight's 4th race, a claimant event for 4-year-olds and up, which have not won 2 races in the last calendar year. They'll go 6 furlongs. Morning line favorite number 5, Swear. Albin Jimenez looking for 4 straight victories on the card. They are off, and the starter called them in a perfect line. From this inside, it's Aka Pesky. Through from between horses, there goes Arctic Sky. Swear stacks up in the second position, a length and a half off the lead. Then comes Jarbo in fourth. A link for the back, racing mid-pack is Dr. Callahan. To the outside of that one, 2 If by C. Then a link to Aka Pesky. The 2 trailers are Tattaglia and the favorite. The Green Cougar is last, but only 7 lengths off the lead as they pass the half-mile pole. 22 and 3/5 seconds the opening quarter. They're starting to bunch up top. But on the inside, it's Arctic Sky just from Swear. There goes Dr. Callahan, cut loose 3 wide. On the 4 wide side, the Indiana bred 2 If by C, validated Blarney rides the whale. Jarbo is being niggled upon to keep pace from the back of the pack, starting to roll now. The Green Cougar is moving wide for the drive as they pass the quarter-mile pole. And up top, it's Dr. Callahan. Swear towards his inside as they straighten away for the stretch drive, and Dr. Callahan emerges with the lead as they're outside the 8th pole. It's Dr. Callahan, a link to the good, 2 If by C, and down the center of the track, here comes the Green Cougar, but a 16th of a mile left, and they're all chasing Dr. Callahan, and Dr. Callahan is gone. Wins it by almost 4 in the end. 2 If by C was second, Akapesky third, the Green Cougar fourth in 111 flat. Number 6, Dr. Callahan reports home a convincing winner here, now on a 2-race win streak. The winner, owned and trained by Ron Baird and Gabe Lagunas, was up top for the winning ride. Number 6, Dr. Callahan, 3-1 on the morning line, drifts all the way up and returns 15.80, 725.80. Second, number 9, 2 If by C. Third, number 1, Akapesky. And fourth, the 8, the Green Cougar. Exacta, $59. The try, $404.20. The daily double, $47.60. The super, $2,782.60. And the pick 3, $38.10. Running time for race 4, 111 flat. Tonight's 5th race, a maiden special weight for the maiden 3 and ups. They'll go 1 mile. Jockey change for the 3 to Alex Contreras. Scratch numbers 4 and 8. Morning line favorite at even money, number 2, Porter Street, trainer Wesley Ward. And they're off. Slow start for Whiskey Zulu, but a quick beginning for Curlin Cool. There goes King's Cog Dancer. The favorite Porter Street will ride the rail there in third. Then a link for the backup on the outside is Distorted Ransom, a length in front of Howell Mountain, who came away racing in the 5th position, a length in front of Lowe's Journey. And then up 1 spot is Whiskey Zulu, and at the back of the pack, Garentia. Field of 8 traverse the first turn. They're just outside the 6-furlong marker. And up top, number 10, Distorted Humor, has cleared from the outside, has the lead and the fence as they straighten for the run up the backstretch. The first quarter slow, 25 seconds flat. Long shot Distorted Ransom doing the work up top, in front by 2. Curlin Cool, another long shot in second, through from the inside. There goes Porter Street. The Grayson of Giants Causeway racing in hand up into second. King's Cog Dancer content to track in fourth. Howell Mountain races fifth, out in the clear and moving well as they pass the half-mile pole in 49 and 3. Distorted Ransom on the lead there, in front by 3 as they run into the far turn. Porter Street is second. Here's Howell Mountain up to the outside of Curlin Cool. Those two are third and fourth. Down on the inside, King's Cog Dancer revving up to the outside. It comes Lowe's Journey as they're just outside the quarter-mile pole. It's Distorted Ransoms coming back to the field. Here's Porter Street breezing up to the outside. Howell Mountain moving well still to the outside and running on from the back. Lowe's Journey is moving well as well, but he's been stuck wide the entire turn as they straighten away for the stretch drive, and Howell Mountain assumes command. Porter Street still plugging away down the inside. 1/8 of a mile left to go. It's Howell Mountain who has gained the upper hand. Porter Street still grinding away. Lowe's Journey down the stand side as they race in deep stretch. It's Howell Mountain trying to hold, and Howell Mountain does. Breaks maiden here by a length in the end. Lowe's Journey in a photo with Porter Street for the second spot, 139 and 3. Number 9, Howell Mountain, tracked mid-pack throughout the race, kicked wide for the stretch drive, and drew away to win. To break maiden here at start number 7 for the Two Hearts Farm, and Don James, the winning trainer Anthony Hamilton Jr., Jack Gilligan was along for the winning ride. Howell Mountain, 780, 522, 10. Second 1, Lowe's Journey. Third 2, Porter Street. Fourth 10, Distorted Ransom. Exacta 69.40, the try 61.90. The Super 1,333 even, Daily Double 59.40, the Pick 4 $74.55, the Pick 5 $167.95. Running time for the mile 139 and 3. The sixth race is a claimant event for 4-year-olds and up, 18 down to 16. The claimant price will go a mile. Scratch number 3, U.S. Citizen. Morning line favorite number 4, Belvum with Malcolm Franklin. And they are off. Fast start for the Indiana-bred Spanish Justice, who came out. There goes Ferocious Tiger to set up shop, and Ferocious Tiger has the lead and the fence as they run into the clubhouse turn. Houston came away racing in the second position. Belvin, in search of 2 wins in a row, races third. Spanish Justice carrying the bill. Burkett Silks is fourth, and Batten the Hatches for William Wargo and Keith Keister is at the back of the pack, 6 lengths off the lead, 6 furlongs to go. First quarter mile, 24 and 2. It's Ferocious Tiger who leads him up the backstretch in front by 2.5. Houston tracks in the second spot. Belvin races in the middle, covered up to the outside by Spanish Justice. Separation of 4 back to the trailer. Batten the Hatchins, who's last, but only about 6 lengths off the lead now as they continue to run up the backstretch. They're just outside the half-mile pole. And it's Ferocious Tiger who's out there paving that Turfway path in front by a length and a half through a half in 47 and 3. Houston still races in the second spot. Belvin through from between horses, now takes third. Spanish Justice fourth, and Batten the Hatches still can't see them all. No twist in the pot up top. Ferocious Tiger still there, but now company's coming in the middle. Belvin. Houston's going to try to work off that rail stacked up on the 3 wide side. Spanish Justice, and now the one to look at is Batten the Hatches, who tips on the 4 wide side as they run to the top of the stretch. 3 quarters, 112 and 1. They're on their way home, and all of a sudden, from last to first, there goes Batten the Hatches cut loose. Batten the Hatches poised to pounce on Ferocious Tiger. They go by the 8th pole now. It's Batten the Hatches who assumes command and is opening up in the stretch here. Spanish Justice going to try to get second from Ferocious Tiger, but you can put a ring around Batten the Hatches because this trot is for the second spot. Batten the Hatchins by 4.5. Ferocious Tiger gamely held second, tight for third between Belvin and Spanish Justice in 137 and 4. Number 6, Batten the Hatches from worst to first to get to victory here. Drew away in the stretch to win for his 3rd straight time here for William Wargo and Keith Keister. Jeff Barkley, the winning trainer, and Johnny McKee up top for the winning ride. The winner, $5.60, $3, $2.10. Finishing second, number 2, Ferocious Tiger. Third, number 4, Belvin. And finishing fourth to 5, Spanish Justice. Exacta 27.80. The try, $34.70. The daily double, $31. And the pick 3, $90.30. Running time for race 6, a fast 137 and 4. Tonight's 7th race, a maiden claimant event for the maiden filly 3-year-olds. The claiming tag $7,500. The distance 5 1/2 furlongs. Scratch number 7, Brenda's Gem. Morning line favorite number 5, Parker Elizabeth with Albin Jimenez. No irons. And they are off. Little Hallie broke in a tangle, fast beginning for Dunkirk Survivor. Also quick into stride, both G-Code and Parker Elizabeth. These three in a line, a length and a half in front of Flashy Julia's away in fourth. Wild Sensation in fifth, right to her outside goes Flashy Red Ruby. Little Haley is next. As they run up the backstretch, they approach the far turn. Well-strung outfield, 12 lengths from top to bottom. As they head into the far turn, first quarter 22 and 3/5 seconds. Dunkirk Survivor is the one to catch. She's in front by 2.5 lengths. Parker Elizabeth moves into second. G-Code being niggled upon to keep pace. Whip comes out on her now. 4 lengths for the back to Flashy Julia. Grinding up the fence comes Flashy Red Ruby as they wind their way around the turn to the top of the lane. And Dunkirk Survivor will turn first. Dunkirk Survivor off the turn in front by 3. Parker Elizabeth, the favorite, being put to a full-out drive. Through from between horses, G-Code. And down the center of the track gains Flashy Julia. They're deep into the stretch outside the 16th pole. And Dunkirk Survivor trying to hold. Here's Flashy Julia presented a challenge on the far outside. Dunkirk Survivor, Flashy Julia gaining. Dunkirk Survivor, Flashy Julia. A head bobbing finish. Either Flashy Julia to the outside, Dunkirk Survivor to the inside. These two fillies noses up and down in 106 and 4. Number 3, Flashy Julia gets up right on the wire under a well-timed ride by Alonzo Quinones in a tight photo there with the pace setter Dunkirk Survivor. Number 3, Flashy Julia gets the head bob for owner Robert and James Stevens, trained by Burt Crawford and Alonzo Quinones up top. Flashy Julia, 1640, 720, 380. Second, the 8, Dunkirk Survivor. Third, number 4, G-Code. And fourth, the 2, Flashy Red Ruby. Exact at $100.60. The try, $186.70. The daily double, $66.80. The super, $1,523.40. And the pick 3, $198.10. Running time, 106 and 4/5 seconds. Tonight's 8th and featured race is an allowance optional claimant event for the filly 3-year-olds. The race 6 furlongs. Morning line favorite, number 1, Follow the Petals with Jack Gilligan. And they're off. Good evening beginning for all. The fastest start was for Old Fashioned Angel, who barrels on out. Porridge away in good order in the second position. No pennies for me, a close-up third today. From between horses off that slight layoff, Rossini Sunrise races fourth, flanked by Allie Grace. Then a link for the back to Follow the Petals, and off that long layoff, 131 is last of the lot. Sophomore fillies head up the backstretch. They're 6 lengths from top to bottom. They passed the half-mile pole, and Old Fashioned Angel took them through a first quarter timed on the board, 23 seconds flat. Old Fashioned Angel to the inside, Porridge to the outside. These two match strides as they race by the 3/8 mile pole. 3 lengths for the back to No Pennies for Me. There goes Rossini Sunrise, and now as they wind their way around the turn, overtaking third comes Follow the Petals. So just outside the quarter-mile pole, Old Fashioned Angel still being pestered by Porridge. Follow the Petals has switched to the middle of the track and is coming at him and cut him on as they straighten away for the stretch drive. Old Fashioned Angel still shows him up top. Porridge is the danger to the outside. Follow the Petals. The 3-2 favorite has a lot of work to do. Not today for her, as Porridge has given this field a slip by the 16th pole. Porridge drawing away here. Porridge for the PTK is going to go back-to-back here at Turfway. She wins by almost 5 in the end. Follow the Petals settled for second. Pace-setting Old Fashioned Angel was third in 110 and 4. Number 7, Porridge, drew away to another convincing win. Back-to-back wins for this 3-year-old daughter of the Factor. She's owned by the PTK LLC, trained by Dean Kabisky, and Corey Orm had that return call. Porridge, $7.60, $4.20, $3. Second 1, Follow the Petals. Third 4, Old Fashioned Angel. Fourth 2, No Pennies for Me. Exact to $23.40, try $125.60. The double, $136.80. The super, $728.20. Pick 3 was worth $205 and some change. Running time for race 8, 110 and 4. Tonight's 9th and final race is a claimant event for the fillies and mares, which have never won 2. The claiming tag $5,000 will race a mile. Scratch numbers 6 and 12. Jockey change for the 11 to P.D. Prentice Jr. And a morning line favorite, number 9, Pegasus Kitten, will carry the white and red Ramsey Silks. And runners away. The favorite, Pegasus Kitten, broke into tangle. She's last. Fast start for It's a Papalato. Fastest start is for G Miracle, who's being hard hustled to the lead, and G Miracle will get the lead onto the run the clubhouse turn. It's a Papalato is relegated to second. 3 wide goes Extol. Breaking point away in the 4th position. Cape Caroline is 5th, and about a length further back to Bogside, who is 6th. Separation of 2, Hot is 7th. She's Whistling Dixie is 8th. Separation of 4, the favorite, Pegasus Kitten, has moved into a joint 9th with Harlan's Rings, and the trailer in last is General's Daughter. Up the backside to go 23 and 4. It's a Papalato now retakes the lead. It's a Papalato and Rodney Prescott in front by 2.5 lengths. G Miracle has deferred to the 2nd spot. Extol continuing to race wide on the course is 3rd. Breaking point is 4th as they enter the far turn. Half mile timed on the tote board in 47 and 3/5 seconds. So it's a Papalato still shows the way up top. Here comes a G Miracle back for some more in second. These two match strides now as they're outside the quarter-mile pole. Extol starts to backpedal, starts to rev up. Here comes Harlan Rings as they wind their way around the turn to the top of the lane. And G Miracle once again back to retake the lead. Whip comes out on It's a Papalato as they run to the top of the stretch. And G Miracle off the turn with a length lead. It's a Papalato re-rallying to the inside. Here's Harlan Rings presented a challenge between those two, and Harlan Rings is going best of all. And now the favorite Pegasus Kitten emerging. Deep stretch, wide open by the 16th pole. It's Harlan Rings and Petey Prentice shows the way. Pegasus Kitten lunging up to the inside, and welcome back. Petey Prentice back in the winner's circle off the injury. Wins the nightcap by about a length. Pegasus Kitten was second, tight for third, 140 and 4. Number 11, Harlan Rings, emerges from in between horses with a strong stretch rally, and she gets up to win for owner-trainer Martin Hinkson. Petey Prentice picks up the winning ride. The winner, $20.60, $764.20. Second, number 9, Pegasus Kitten. Third, the 7, G Miracle. Fourth, number 2, Cape Caroline. Fifth was the 8, She's Whistling Dixie. No winners in the high five. That carryover almost $3,000 into tomorrow's card. The exacta, $69.40. The try, $276.10. The daily double, $122.20. The super, $1,552.80, and the pick 3, $669. Running time 140 and 4. Well, that wraps it up for this Thursday edition of the Turfway Park Report. Live racing returns tomorrow, Friday, with a first post of 6:15. For all of us here at the track, thanks for tuning in. This has been the Turfway Park Report.